Good, I'm Fitz. This is the weekly Smackdown review. It started off with Randy Orton having an in-ring promo, straight away interrupted by Trick Williams. Show a little bit of respect to each other, but then Orton basically tells Trick, "Don't turn your back on me again. If you do, obviously I'm gonna beat you up." Decides to turn his back on him again, essentially. Randy Orton beats him up, does the vintage DDT through the ropes thing. As he's calling for the RKO, Miz then jumps in from behind, and then bam, RKO for Miz. Kind of sets up something that gets revealed later in the show, and goes straight into Trick Williams versus Ray Phoenix. Decent match. Pretty shit finish, spoiled by the fact that Trick just won by pulling the tights on a basic roll up reversal. Yeah, kind of like a 3 out of 10 debut there. Then Julia's backstage interview basically saying that Alexa's tonight, and then kind of rambles a bit in foreign. It seemed a bit pointless to me. Next, quick Priest and Black recap from last week. Actually showed a bit more of the match than the original broadcast did. Didn't really make sense in why they were showing it until goes to a Priest backstage interview. He's saying that he's joining the title race. Drew comes face to face with him. Priest reminds Drew of what happened last time they faced off, and now suddenly it's Drew's interview. Says that Cody's emotions are high, and Drew then pulls out Dusty's pawned watch and says that he basically plans for Cody to get DQ'd in the first fall of the 3 stages of hell match for the main event. Next, Alexa's on the phone. She's clearly talking to Charlotte, saying to recover. Then Nia and Lash come in, say Charlotte's not really backing Alexa. Alexa then tells Lash to drop Nia before it's too late. As she's walking away, Nia's kind of like, "Oh, don't listen to her, don't believe her," which I thought was a nice little touch as well. Then goes straight into Alexa versus Julia for the women's title. Looks like Alexa's about to win with a twisted bliss. Then Lash pushes Alexa off the top rope out of nowhere, cost of the match. Then Nia and Lash attack Alexa after the match. Yeah, I didn't really see that coming too tough, but when it happened, it seemed pretty obvious. Next, Jordan Grace is backstage with Aldis, basically congratulating her on signing with Smackdown. Chelsea Green interrupts, complaining about wanting a rematch. Alba Fire basically steps in, saying that Jordan Grace isn't important. Basically, that sets up a match against Jordan Grace and Alba Fire for her SmackDown debut. Kit Wilson then comes running up, complaining. A lot went on in this segment for no reason, really. It did all kind of feel pointless. Saying that he wasn't happy about the surprise return of Matt Cardona last week. Then it cut straight over to Matt Cardona for another pointless interview. 6 years and now he's back, essentially, is the whole point of the interview. Then he cuts the interview short to go over and speak to Cody Rhodes. Basically says that he's got this match coming up, little pep talk, then says that he's joining the title race. Like, there's a lot of people joining the title race now, like they're clearly making it a big thing. So like, the Royal Rumble really is about this title race, you know what I mean? Where are we up to now? Sorry, I'm lost in my notes. The Wyatt Six versus the MFTs, the My Family Tree. Solo at the end basically grabs the lantern to to basically distract Uncle Howdy. It's like he's got some kind of hold over him, like the sentimental value. Ends up losing the match, and Solo decides that, yep, we're gonna keep this lantern for our little faction now. That really seems to leave Uncle Howdy wounded. Next, it's Jordan Grace versus Albert Fire. Better debut than Trick Williams, still not the best. More of a bit of a squash match. I'd say about 6 out of 10 debut if we're comparing it to Trick. Sammy's now backstage, predicts Cody's gonna win, but then reminds that he wants to face whoever's winning, so another person in the title race now. It's all a bit crazy still. Then we go to the US Open Challenge. Carmelo Hayes is waiting for his opponent to come out. Then someone attacks Nathan Frazier backstage in a mask. Turns out it's Johnny Gargano. Cut back to the ring and Shinsuke is coming out. Much better match, probably the best match on the night so far. Carmelo wins, handshake at the end with Shinsuke. Everybody's friends, everybody's still good guys. Everybody's happy. Now it goes backstage for Cody, who's basically addressing Drew, knowing that he's got the watch and all that, saying that it's all kind of lazy of Drew, and basically says that he's looking forward towards WrestleMania. Nick Aldis then has a little promo about the 3 stages of hell and announces that next week there's going to be 4 qualifying matches for a Fatal 4 match to become the #1 contender of the Royal Rumble. Now, it sounds a bit more confusing than it was laid out, but it's fairly simple. Next segment tells you them 4 qualifying matches are going to be Miz versus Orton, Trick versus Cardona, Solo Sikoa versus Damian Priest, and Sami Zayn versus Ilya Dragunov. So it should be a pretty decent Raw next week from Wembley. Okay, so now it's going to the uninterrupted main event, the hour-long main event that only took 33 minutes. But never mind. Cody and Drew for the title. So stage 1, the singles match, ends in a low blow and Claymore from Drew. Referee's distracted with the turnbuckle, trying to put it back on. Drew hits the low blow, hits the Claymore, bang, that's 1-0 to Drew. Stage 2, falls count anywhere, it goes through the crowd, through the backstage, comes back into the crowd. Cody ends up doing a New Jack dive off the crowd, basically through Drew and a table. And Wade Barrett on commentary is trying to say that he's channeling Jimmy Snuka, which I thought was diabolical. Crossroads through the announce table. Cody wins 1-1. Stage 3, steel cage match. Cody hits a Cody cutter off the top of the cage, which was really cool, but then a kick out spoiled it. It looks like Drew's gonna climb out the cage, well, come out of the door. Another hooded masked person, turns out it's Jacob Fatu, jumps in, beats up Drew, then he turns and starts switching at Cody. He's laying into Cody and Drew crawls out and steals the victory, becomes the champion. And yeah, end of the show. It's Fatu facing off with Drew through the cage. Cody pushes Fatu into the cage, he goes down. Now it's Cody facing off with Drew through the cage, and yeah, it's setting up obviously towards the Royal Rumble now. Seems better show than last week, but still not a very, very high bar expected, considering last week was fairly poor. But obviously we'll wait and see what happens next week. But yeah, that's it. That's my weekly Smackdown review. Hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, share and subscribe and all that good shit there. Catch you on the next one.